Welcome back to a very special and highly requested video. What we're going to be doing today is replacing our default character with a metahuman with all the animations and making them a perfectly playable character in our game. Let's get started. Okay, let's get started. So the first thing we need to do is go into edit. We're going to go into plugins and we're going to enable the metahuman plugin if you haven't already. My phone is going crazy. Right, we're not going to restart yet, but we do need to restart in a minute. So let's just go to window, open Quixel Bridge and allow this if it's your first time. If it's not, then obviously it won't prompt you. And we're going to go down here to our little profile icon and the metahuman, and we're just going to pick a metahuman. I'm going to use this guy here, and I have no idea how to pronounce his name, so yeah, we'll just wing that one. We're going to click sign in if you haven't already, like I said, and once it's downloaded and once you're all signed in, then we are pretty much good to go. Okay, so we just need to click the blue icon once it is downloaded and add it to the project. And as you can see here, it will create a metahumans folder. So let's open up, and we're just going to drag this anywhere inside the viewport and enable all the missing plugins. And now we're going to restart the editor, and as you can see, there we go, and it'll do all the shaders once you drag it in. So let's open up the BP for our metahuman, and inside of here, in fact, we're actually going to open up the third person character blueprint as well, and the third person game mode. We might not use the game mode one because I will show you a different way to do it later on in the video. So for the BP Metahuman, let's go into the class settings and we're going to reparent the parent class to BP underscore third person character. Now we're going to go down to body and we're going to drag that up onto the mesh. So the body is a child of the mesh, and the root we can just delete it. So let's just get rid of that. That's looking good. And once we compile, we'll get an error. So let's just click target down here where the error is in the compiler results, get mesh and drag it into there, compile, and that is the error fixed. So let's go back into the event graph. We're going to click body and we're going to zero out these two on the right hand side, and as you can see, let's just undo that actually, now you can see it. Okay, so we just reset the location and rotation. Next we're going to go down to live retarget mode and use live retarget mode. And as you can see, we're kind of like copying the animations of the BP third person character. Next we just want to go into live retarget setup. This is on the left hand side, and this little drop down here, we are not going to do that, that's a mistake, let's undo that. We're going to click this little magnifying glass to find this folder here, and the RTG metahuman, we're just going to press Control and D to duplicate it, and you can rename this whatever you want. I'm just going to type number 2 after RTG metahuman, and this will bring up this right here. And there's a couple of things we need to do in here. So the first one, source preview mesh, we're going to change this to our the Manny skeletal mesh. So SKM Manny is what you're going to pick for this one. Now for the target preview mesh, we don't need this one, so what we're going to do is click this little folder icon, double click this, and it's going to open up this, and that's still not what we want. So let's just go back into the BP Metahuman and we're going to use this one right here. So if we just click the folder icon, and when it's selected, if we go back to RTG Metahuman and click this one, it'll apply it. So you just click the little back arrow and it'll apply it, and you'll know you've done it correctly if it shows like the skin on the character. So as you can see, we're just changing the translation mode and we want this to be globally scaled, and we can save that right now. And then we're going to click these three dots, edit retarget pose, and it's not aligned correctly, so we need to realign it. So let's go to clavicle L on the left hand side, and we're just going to move that up a little bit like that. And the reason we're not using the arms is because it messes up the shoulders, so let's just do the clavicle R and just move it up just like this. Now, once we've done that, we can just move it back like that. And my rotation snapping is on 10 degrees. So let's go back to clavicle L and just do that. And I'm not going to do it perfect for this tutorial. I'm just going to let you spend more time in it because it's not really necessary for me right now. So as you can see, we are looking pretty aligned. So if I just change my snapping and just do something like that, and we're going to go back to, that was upper arm L by the way. So if I go to upper arm R, we go like this, and we're just going to reposition it just like that. I think this is going to be good enough for me. Yeah, you can spend more time on it and make the retargeting a bit more perfect than I have done here. Right, so let's go back into our folders and we're going to go to Content, Metahuman, Common, and we're going to find this right here, which is the RTG base skeleton anim BP. Bit of a mouthful, and we're going to change this to Metahuman 2, the one we retargeted. This is going to be the what goes into the output pose. And then we can go back to the third person map, and the character we dragged in earlier, as you can see, it is looking a little bit better. We've still got some stuff we need to do though. So let's go back into the Metahuman blueprint and we're going to search for visible. Not visible. So let's just check that. And now that is hiding the BP third person character mesh. So on this here, visibility based anim, we're going to change that to always tick pose and refresh bones. And now you can see it's kind of updated and it's hiding the other SK and Manny skin. Now if we go into the LOD sync, this is optional, but you can change this to 0 and it'll make sure the hair and other stuff like that doesn't de-render. And if we go back into the BP third person character, we're just going to select all of this stuff in here, Control C, and then find some space somewhere in the event graph of our Metahuman. I'm going to scroll down a little bit here and we're just going to Control V here, so that'll copy it and then that'll paste it. And the only thing really we need to do here is grab these two nodes here, begin play and hair LOD setup. We're going to delete the custom event and connect that to cast to player controller. Now if we compile, we shouldn't get any errors, just like that. And we can just click play. And as you can see, we are not using that character, so we need to change that. So let's go into the world settings and we're going to go to default pawn class. And we're going to change it to BP AOI because that is my Metahuman. And there we go. We are using our Metahuman with all the retargeted animations from our SK and Manny, and it's looking pretty good. I do have an error, and I seen someone's comment in the last video saying my PC was exploding, but if you just type in pool or r.streaming.pool size and change this to 20,000, that's what I do, that error will go away. Okay, so that is how to replace your default character with a Metahuman. Thank you for watching, check out my other videos, and I'll catch you later. Goodbye.